Hi, it's Miss Christine, and today I wanted to go over one of the very basic things in algebra, and that's called foiling. And it's where we take a quantity in parentheses times another quantity in parentheses. And we have to take everything times everything, and as long as you do that, you're good. But what most people do is we use the acronym FOIL, and that stands for first, inner, outers, inners, and last. And what that means is that if we do it in that order, we don't miss anything. So we're going to multiply this, whatever's in this position times whatever's in that position. And that's x times x. And we're lazy, so we use x squared. Remember, exponents, this little number up top here, tell us how many times this base is multiplied by each other. And almost all the times, especially in pre-algebra and algebra 1, these are only going to be a single x's. Okay. Next, we're going to do, I'm going to flip colors. We're going to do the outer one. So that's going to be this, the outer one, times the outer one. And we're going to always look at the signs in front. So we're going to take that sign because it's a plus, and we're going to take 5 times x. These are pretty simple. Then we're going to do the inners, and that's going to be this sign and that times whatever's right here. That's going to give us our 3 times x, or 3x, because we're pretty lazy. And the last thing is going to be the last. So we're going to take this times that, okay, including the sign in front. So we're going to take 3 times 5 to get 15. Now if you do that, and it looks pretty snazzy-pazzy, we're going to then combine those two and make everything simpler. So this final answer will be x squared plus 8x plus 15. Does that make sense? I hope so. So let's, if not, please let me know in the comments, and I will either re-explain it in a different way or give you some more examples. I do want to go and do some other examples. Let's go back to that, where we have, let me delete that out, and I'm going to rewrite. Let's do some different ones. I'm going to use the same numbers, but we're going to change the signs a little bit. Now, even after doing probably hundreds of thousands of these, I still draw my arrows. And I do the first, so this is going to be x squared. Then we're going to do this one. Now remember, we're going to keep the sign, all the signs. And then this one will be plus 3x. And that one, let's do it in blue. Now this is going to be positive 3 times a negative 5. And when we take a positive times a negative, it becomes a negative. And we're going to then combine these. I'm just going to keep it in blue just to save time. So x squared comes in. We're going to have a minus 5x plus 3x to give us our minus 2x minus 15. Now let's try that again. Why don't we just keep that theme going? Okay, and just to keep the theme going, again, we're going to have x times x to give us x squared. And I flip to purple. Whoops, down here. Ha! I did the same thing. So wait a second, let's, you're going to say, what is she doing? Okay, now let's go back and fix that. Let's make the 3 the negative this time. Okay, And you know what? While we're at it, let's make them both negative, and that way I don't have to come back to that mint green. Okay, back to x times x, and we have an x squared. Then we have x times a positive 5, so that will get us plus 5x. Then we have negative 3 times x, which gives us a negative 3x. And negative 3 times negative 5, there's one negative, so it will be a negative. And that will give us negative 3 plus 2x minus 15. Now, let's do this one. X squared. Negative 5x. Negative 3x. And then this one, negative times a negative, two negatives make a positive. Okay, and that gets us negative x. Minus 5, minus 3, when we have two the same signs, we add them together and keep the sign. So that will give us a negative 8x plus 15. And if we had, and you're saying, oh, okay, well, what about if we had a negative in front? Now, you're not really going to see this till the end of Algebra 1. But let's just, for the heck of it, I'm only going to do one because we could have 4 different variables right there. But you should be able to figure that out. And if not, please let me know, and I will do it. I just don't want the video to be ungodly long. Remember, this is a negative 1 here. So we're going to have a negative 1 times x. So that's going to be negative x squared. Then we go negative x times negative 5. That gives us a positive 5x. Okay. Woo! Let's try that again. Okay. Then we have 3 times x gives us a 3x. And 3 times a negative 5, because there's a negative there, there's one negative. So that gives us negative x squared plus 8x minus 15. Now, most mathematicians can't stand the negative x here. Okay? So they will do whatever they can to get rid of it. And in this case, we're going to square bracket, and we're going to take it by negative 1. When we multiply everything in the equation by the same number, it just manipulates it. So it's a different name. Like some people call me Chrissy, and other people call me Mom, other people call me Miss Christine. It's a different name, but I'm the same person. This is the same equation. So when we do that, we're going to flip the sign of everything. So these two equations are the exact same thing. Just one is multiplied by a negative 1 and to get rid of the negative. But it depends on your professor in the textbook. But most people do prefer that. Please let me know how it's if this was helpful. And if not, again, please let me know if you know. If not, just let me know. Wasn't helpful. You lost me. And I will try to do it better. Thanks a lot and have a great day.